Hi everyone, it's Mr. Midget here. Just coming to you with my first beer review. Today we're going to be reviewing James Squire's IPA. Now this is an English style IPA, as you can see. It's got, I've always liked the artwork on the Squire's bottles. They have different little, nice little pictures. It's very old style. Basically here you'll see it's 1.5 standard drinks. So in terms of an Australian beer, it's starting to get above regular full strength. Basically, it says IPA is truly a unique drop, full of character. This beer stands its ground with robust malty flavours and earthy floral aromas from dry hopping with English fuggles. Rich and golden in colour, it boasts a faint, feisty bitterness with a lingering crisp finish. Now, it's a 345ml bottle, and as you can see, it's 5.6 alcohol by volume. What we'll do, we'll basically crack it open and we'll get to doing the review. I'm not going to bother showing you guys the gas coming off. I mean, this is only my camera. This isn't actually a proper video camera. I don't really see much point in showing off, how much carbonation sort of gas comes out of it. So yeah, basically we'll give it a pour. Take note TSA. Okay, so as TSA would say, there you have it. This isn't actually, I consider this to be a correctly poured glass of beer. You don't get most of it full of head, which is just ridiculous in my opinion anyway. So basically, you can see colour-wise, it's of course very clear because they obviously filter their beer quite extensively. It's dark. It's I suppose you would say it's almost an amber ale. It's got a hint of it's got more of a more coppery than an amber ale would be. I'll just see if we can put it up into some light and sort of show you the sort of the colour. So it is quite a coppery coloured beer. Probably in between, I'd say, an amber ale and a red ale. Yeah, so it's definitely a nice looking beer. Very nice looking beer. Now, seeing that I'm not, a gigantic beer taster, well, I do taste a lot of beers, but pretty much, I don't know how to describe it, but I'll just give it my best go. We'll give it a bit of a nose. Okay, some people would say that James Squire's IPA. Now, I have had quite a number of these beers, quite a few cases. Some people would say that James Squire IPA has actually, its aroma and flavour profile have actually quite changed a fair bit recently, or maybe in the last sort of 6 months or so. I would have to probably agree. It's not as strong as what it was before, especially on the hoppy side. I actually think they've sort of they've increased bitterness, it seems, but the hop profile has actually reduced. In this is of course my opinion. Some people might think it's the opposite. Okay, on the smell note, it's definitely got that very piney and resiny, kind of, and as it says on the label, very much the florally kind of, noble hop aroma. Zero citrus type, hop hints in there. There's none of that. It's primarily, I would put it down as being more piney than anything. It's got that real deep woody kind of smell to it. It's definitely not unpleasant. It's very nice. Some people hate that smell, of course, but no, I actually don't mind it. I think it's quite a nice smell. As you can see, the head here is reduced quite considerably. Some people might say because your glass has been cleaned with detergent. It has actually been cleaned with detergent, but generally I can't stand beer clean beer clean to me is not really clean. I just think as long as you rinse all the detergent out of your beer glass, you generally shouldn't have a problem. Now, most glasses that I actually pour this into, this is generally what I end up with the head anyway. In this particular beer, you see, if I was to pour maybe another type of beer in there, the head might actually be quite different. That's just the head. You got quite a minimal amount of head. It's a little bit of lacing there though, which is of course nice, but doesn't mean everything. What we'll do, we'll give it a taste and see how we go. Okay. Main thing comes straight through to me is malt. It's got quite a lot of that malt sweetness right on the sides of your tongue. Primarily malty, got a little bit of hops. Like I say, I believe that they've sort of rounded down the hops a little bit more, or maybe the hops have changed. I'm not sure about the profile of the hops exactly. Maltiness primarily on your tongue. Sort of that lingers around, the sweetness of it, goes around on your tongue quite nicely. On the back there's that boom bitterness. It hits you right on the back of the tongue as you swallow it. It does even it out nicely. This is a beer, mind you, that you will drink and you will taste it after you've been drinking it. The taste doesn't go away. It doesn't finish as cleanly as a lot of other beers do. This one generally lingers around. I can feel it right now, sort of towards the back of my tongue. I've definitely got that malty and definitely that bitterness is still lingering there. It's definitely not unpleasant. It's very nice. We'll give it another go. Okay. Yep, definitely hell of a lot of malt character in it. Like I said, it does have that piney, resiny kind of flavour. It makes that slickness on your tongue from the oils. I suppose it's probably the hop oils doing that. There's that kind of slickness, that alcoholic slickness with it. You can definitely taste there's a bit of alcohol in it. Like I said, it's only 5.6%, which is no means a big beer in any way, shape or form. But basically, it's got that slickness on the tongue, which is quite hoppy. It's nothing overboard, nothing ridiculous. Definitely not as strong as of course the American IPAs, which some of them can be quite overwhelming. It's got a nice resiny kind of hop flavour on it, but mainly malt. Definitely malt. Malt goes the whole way through this beer. You can taste it on the tip of your tongue, the middle of your tongue, and the back. It just finish off with that sweetness, and then you got that bitterness going whack straight on your tongue to sort of finish it off. But like I said, the bitterness sits and the flavourness sits on your tongue for a while after. I can still taste this beer. It's good. It's not the type of beer that believe me, well, I'm sure many people have drunk bigger beers than this, of course, but one night I had quite a big night on these. For a period of time, I went through a number of cases in consecutive weeks of this beer, and quite a few nights I actually ended up a little bit, actually very under the weather on this beer, basically, which sort of put me off the beer for quite some time, because pretty much the day after, if I try to have another one the next afternoon, I kind of feel like going dry reaching in the toilet. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, overall, it's a very nice beer. A lot of you are going to like it. So lacing there is quite nice. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not by no means insane lacing, but it is very nice lacing on the glass there. I haven't done anything to cheat my way through this, by the way. So yeah, it's a nice beer. You should definitely pick it up if it's available in the area. Maybe some of you guys in the States, I'm not sure if Squire sends these beers overseas. Maybe not. But definitely anyone who hasn't tried it, give it a go. Yeah, so that was my first beer review. So anyway, hit me up with some comments. Alright, cheers, bye.